Welcome back, everybody. Today we are showing you, well, I'm showing you how to wrap and tune the Rally Nova V2. I think this is like version 3 or 4 actually, but I just want to go for V2 because this is the official V2. So, first off, let's start off with the Wolf Army. So, what I did was got a gold one, put it on both sides, I think mirrored it. Then did the wolf army name down both sides, copied it, put it over here, and then I took the same exact copies of them, turned them to black, sized it up a little bit to make it where there was like an outer glow of a wolf, and then a little bit of a black haze over the wolf army. Turned out very well. And then you got the racing stripes that go all the way back to this area. Yeah. And the racing championship and the mountain compass is on this side. It's definitely not my best placement of anything. But next, piston. They're on the sort of back. I don't know what you call that area. But it's mirrored to both sides and it's in a pretty decent spot. And then you got the lightning bolt, which I did the same thing with that I did to the Wolf Army logo. And here we go, back up to the start. With the flag thing. Put in the middle of this, sort of sized it up correctly, made it just fit in pretty cool. And there's Dark Wolf Racing right above the door. And these were sort of a key thing. Like, without them, it looked like that. With them, it looked like that. So just add something cool to it. How far up can these go? About to right there. So let's put that about right there. That's cool. It's kind of like it's fading into existence right there. And there's one for the front and rear. It was a little weird with this thing back here, though. There's the other Dark Wolf Racing. And the back flames here. And then you also got the ones on top of the roof. Which actually go back here and make this neat design. Which looks very cool. And yeah, this is what I was talking about with the Black Wolf Army coloring. To put over this instead of making outlining. There's the names, and then here's the built not bolt. And there's a lightning bolt, the black version. To cover the other thing a little bit, make an outline. Which is something that I use consistently. I use that style over and over. But here's Field Tech and Holloway Speed Demon. And then on the other side is Holly FI. And that's about all with the decals, and then let's move on to wraps. I did a little bit here with sort of a, how would I explain this? So first of all, I got the camo wrap, sort of darkened it, and can you please select, and did a little bit of this. This is the coloring I used. And then I got the American flag, sort of made in a camo flag in a way. Sort of made this thing half invisible. There's a guy with a little bit of darkening to it. And then it turned out this way, which looks very cool. And then I got the sort of the fade / haze on the front and the rear to also tie in everything. I need to start using that style more often because that style is probably one of my best. So, onto the, rims and stuff. You see what style I use. The style is the stylized ones. So, I used metallic on them. A metallic silver, which is in the gray area. Dark gray. Turns into, the silverish color. And same for the beadlocks. And then you also see the all-terrains I put on here in a way. Because that's what they look like. In real life. All-terrains. They look like all-terrains, okay? This is plain and simple. If they aren't all-terrains, then I don't know what the heck is going on in this game. And then I got an antenna too, which I actually just recently redesigned in the last video. Well, in the last failed version of this. It's quite annoying. Now let's go into tuning. And the suspension in the front is the heavy-duty trophy style independent, and rear is the heavy-duty just plain trophy style, of course. And let's go and start with the front tuning. And here we go. Axe width 0.02. Damping 40/60. Shocks 1, whatever you want. Shock size 1.5, also whatever you want. All of this is whatever you want, but it just helps you if you do the axe width, damping, stiffness, and travel the same. Shocks and shock size doesn't matter. You can do that however you want. I haven't noticed a difference between them. So let's go down to stiffness. 20,600 for the front. Travel 0.20. Now let's switch to the rear. Axe width 0.02. Damping 40/60. Rear steering 0.00 because I don't use it. Shocks 1. Again, whatever you want on shocks or shock size. I just have it set to shocks 1 and shock size 1.5. Stiffness is 15,700 and travel is 0.25. It's a little different setup in the back to help it slide a little bit, and it works out pretty well, especially in two-wheel drive. This tune does work very well with two-wheel drive. I think it's also a skill factor in a way, because I'm a decent driver. When there isn't a tree around. I hit the tree that's like in the middle of nowhere. It's just like a thing I do for some reason. Don't know what it is with me, but it just is. Okay, well, that's all the tuning to that part. Now let's go to the wheels. So, all of these are same front and back, so I only have to do the front. Rim size is 1.2, radius is 1.0, and width is also 1.0. Now we go to gear tuning. First gear is 3.4, second 1.8, third 1.4. I think I need to do a little bit more changing in there. Fourth 1.1, and fifth 0.9. The reason this is set so low, aka so slow, is because it's tuned for Baja Spot, which doesn't have crazy long straights. So what I did was basically I set the thing to where I will only top out if it's long enough, which is barely a straight on there that I can top out on. So on the longest straight, I tuned it to the longest straight to where it tops out around the end of that. And it works out pretty well. I might need to do a little bit more soft tuning, aka if you don't know what soft tuning means, it's where I go back and fine tune some of the things that aren't working. So, there we go. Hope you all enjoyed this, because y'all saw the intro where I tested it for y'all, because this recording software has been janky today, where if I try to load into a map with the recording going, it just hates life. I don't know why. So, hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.